Hello everybody, time for social science class. We were doing civics chapter number 7, market around us. This will be my video number 2. In video number 1 we have already discussed about what are markets, how are they important to us, what are the benefits of marketing. In today's video we are going to study about channels of distribution and types of trade. First, we'll start with channels of distribution. Goods are produced at one place, but it has to be reached all over the country. So, how will it happen? To do so, the manufacturers take the help of some intermediaries who can distribute the goods to various locations. So, by this you must have understood what are channels of distribution. Channels of distribution, it refers to those person or people who help in the distribution of goods and services. Just imagine if there were no channels of distribution, customers would have faced a lot of difficulty. Now, channels of distribution, there are two types of channels of distribution. Okay, those are direct channels and indirect channels. First, we'll see what are direct channels. Now, direct channel, it means when the company sell their goods directly to the consumer without using any intermediaries. Direct channels are again categorized into two types. Those are traveling salesperson and retail shops or showroom. Traveling salesperson, you must have seen salesperson coming to your doorstep and persuading to buy products. These salesperson, they are employed by the producer who can contact the potential buyer. Next is retail shops or showroom. Sometimes producers, they themselves set their own showroom and sell the goods directly to consumers. For example, McDonald's or Bata. These are the examples of the direct channels. Then comes indirect channels. Now, when goods are sold to the consumers through middlemen, it is an indirect channel. Indirect channel, what did we see? There was no middleman, there was no intermediary. But in indirect channel, the goods are sold through the middleman. Then it is indirect channel. Indirect channel, there are also of four types: retailers, wholesalers, wholesalers and retailers, agent, wholesalers and retailers. So, we will see all these four one by one. First, we will see retailers. Okay. They are basically the shop owners. Retailers will buy the goods from wholesaler or distributors and sell it to the final consumer. They will add their profit margin and sell it to the consumer. Next is wholesalers. They buy the goods from the producer directly. They buy in bulk at a lower rate and then they sell the goods to the ultimate consumer. Here, when I only talk about wholesaler, no retailer is involved. Okay, that was only retailer. That first one was only retailer. Then there was only wholesaler. Now comes wholesalers and retailers. So, here what happens? They buy from the producer and then sell to the retailer. Retailer then sell to the consumer. So, understanding the link here, wholesaler is buying from the producer and then wholesaler is selling it to the retailer and retailer will sell it to the consumer. Okay. Then comes agents, wholesalers and retailers. Here the producer supply the goods to the agent. Agent will then sell it to the wholesaler. Wholesaler will sell it to the retailer and then the retailer will sell it to the consumer. They all will be adding their own profit margin in that. Got this four types of indirect channels. First we studied about there is only a retailer. Then we studied there is only a wholesaler. After that we saw there was wholesaler and retailer. That is, wholesaler bought from the manufacturer, sold it to retailer, retailer sold it to the consumer. Then we saw agent, wholesalers and retailers. Here we saw the producer, he supplied the good to the agent, agent sold it to wholesaler, Wholesaler sold it to retailer, retailer sold it to the consumer. So you can understand, are you seeing that chain which is going on? This chain I told you in the first video also. So this is a chain which takes place in the market. Clear? Understood about direct channel and indirect channel? You only have to remember two things in this. When I talk about direct channel, the goods are sold directly to the consumer. When I talk about indirect channel, the goods are sold through some middlemen. Alright. Now comes types of trade. When the word trade comes, what do we mean by trade? Trade, we all know, means buying and selling of goods and services. And when this activity is done within a country, it is called internal trade or home trade. This trade, it includes two forms of marketing. Okay, one is wholesale marketing, the other one is resale marketing, retail marketing. Okay, first we'll see what is wholesale marketing. So wholesale trade, it refers to buying of goods in bulk from the manufacturers and then selling them to the retailers. So wholesaler, he himself is responsible for the loss because he is buying in bulk. Okay, so whatever loss happens due to the spoilage or damage, or maybe the demand has been reduced, or maybe there are some price fluctuations, so wholesaler has to bear all those losses because he has already bought it from the manufacturer on a bulk. Now, why wholesalers is important? Because he acts as a link between producers and retailers also. Okay, why, how it happens? They keep an eye on the changing market trend. Then whatever changes are happening, they pass on all the information to the producer. If the producer is having any competitor, if there is any new product which is launched, what price it is having, what features it is having, so they inform the producer, and then producer accordingly, based on the information that he get, based on the demand of the product, he modifies itself or he introduce something new. So he acts as a link between them. Clear? Then comes retail marketing. Retail trade, it refers to buying of goods from wholesalers and then selling them directly to the consumer. They do not have direct links with manufacturers. Why they don't have direct link? Because they are purchasing the product from the wholesaler. So they don't have any link with the manufacturer. Even they act as a middleman between the wholesaler and the consumer, because they have bought it from the wholesaler and then selling it to the consumer. They act as a middleman. Clear? Understood about wholesale marketing and retail marketing? Okay. Now there is one more thing that you should know, that is fixed pricing versus flexible pricing. The name itself tells you about what is fixed pricing and what is flexible pricing. Fixed means that cannot be changed. So when the seller charges the same price for a product from all customers, that is fixed pricing. Then comes flexible pricing. When the seller, he charges different price from different buyers, or he sells the same quantities to different buyers at different prices, that is called as flexible pricing. Fixed means the rate which is being, you generally have when you go to malls and all, the rate is fixed over there. Whatever price is being written on the tag, that is the final price. You cannot bargain in the malls or in the showroom that please do this much less or that. But when generally when we go in shop, we'll say, ask them to reduce some price of that. But you know, fixed price and flexible price, they both have their advantages and disadvantages. Now, what is the advantage of fixed price? First of all, it builds the customer confidence. It also don't waste the time of the customer in bargaining. Now, how does it build the confidence of the customer? Because I know that they have fixed the price of the product and that is genuine, because they are charging the same price from everybody. Flexible, first of all, flexible, what is the advantage? There is one advantage of flexible also, and that advantage is only there if you are a good bargainer. If you are a good bargainer, you can persuade the shopkeeper to reduce the price to an extent that it will be very cheap for you, but for that you should have that skill. But generally, if I ask, generally people prefer fixed pricing because they know that this is genuine and they are not being cheated. The same price is asked from everybody who is visiting that shop. Clear? With this, our chapter is over. It was a very small chapter. So what did we understood in this entire chapter? First of all, we studied about market. Market, I told you, it is a place where sellers and buyers exchange goods for money. Then we also see why are market important, okay? What role does it play? What link does it play? Then I told you about marketing. How is marketing different from market and what are the benefits of marketing? And in today's video, we discussed about different channels of distribution and we discussed about the types of trade. Now, based on the entire video, I'm going to give you a short assignment that you have to do it in your copy. Just write down the questions. Question number 1. Name the 4 types of indirect channels. Question number 2. Differentiate between fixed and flexible pricing. You should at least write 2 points each on fixed and flexible pricing. Okay. Question number 3. Name 2 types of direct channels and explain any one. So, you don't have to explain both the direct channels. You can explain only one. Clear? So, this was all for today. Hope you all have understood the chapter and you will be going through the video once again. We will be coming back soon with the next chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.